Today we've got a newer country song, but with a great 90s feel. And I'm going to teach you the intro lick. Let's get right into it. Okay, friends, today we'll be completely open without a capo. We'll only need 4 chords, and those chords will be a G, a C, and you can play a C or a C, add 9 there, it doesn't really matter, a D, and an E minor. Now the strum pattern is going to be pretty much straight back and forth, and it's actually identical to Darius Rucker's Wagon Wheel, which I'll tag at the end of the lesson so you guys can go and check that one out. But the pattern sounds like this. It's actually more of a back and forth type of pattern. Before we get into the chords for the intro, you can make a choice. You can either play the intro lick or simply just play the chords over the top. But let's go ahead and learn that intro lick. Okay, it's not as hard as what it sounds, and it's a little bit distorted and kind of in the background, but this is the best way I could figure it out. So we're going to start, we're going to have open 3, and that's going to be your G string, and you're going to hit that twice. Then you're going to come up here onto 4 of 4, and you're going to do a slight bend. So you're going to go. Then you're going to hit open 3 again, and open 4. It sounds like this. Then you're going to come down here to 2 on 3. And the next part's going to be a little bit tricky for you guys. You're going to come down here on, you're going to come down on 4 of 3, but just as you do, you're going to pull off. You're going to go 4, 2, open, all at once. It's going to be like this. So let's start from the top. And as soon as you pull off of that, you're going to come back to 4 on 4. So it's going to be like this. All together. And then you're going to hit open 3 times. And then you're going to come back up here on 4 again and do another bend. So you're going to be like this, all the way from the top. After the bend, all you're going to do is you're going to slide up here to 4 on 3. You're going to go 4, 2, open, 4 on 4. So it'll be like this. From the top. So that's the intro lick. Now, if you don't want to play the intro lick, all you have to do is do this. You're going to do single strums down. You're going to go. You're going to do that one more time. And this is going to be just like the entire first verse. So the lick is actually going to play through twice, and then all of a sudden the singing is going to come in. So just like the intro strumming, it's the same chord pattern over and over through the verse. You're going to do G, D, C, D 4 times. So let's assume that we've already played the intro, and let's do single strums and go through the first verse. Look at that, I done stayed up all night again. I know I swore the last time would be the last time, but here I am. I ain't too sure what they want me to do. Clean up my act, I've been thinking about you. Baby, here we go one more time. You know it's harder than it looks to walk that line. Now on the first verse, you can slowly build if you'd like to increase your strumming near the end, instead of just continuing to do those single strums. For the chorus, we are now going to go into a full strum, and the chords you'll play will be C, D, G, 4 times over. Very, very simple. So let's go ahead and let's play through the chorus. I've been running so dang long, there ain't a woman who could settle me down. wilder than a bat out of hell, off the rails, blazing through town. Then you walking, floating on air, and you look across the room at me. Forget the man I am. You're gonna hold it. What kind of man do you need? Coming out of the chorus, you're actually going to go into an instrumental section, which is going to be just like the intro. You're going to do the G, the D, the C, the D, and then into the second verse. Now, there's no need to actually go over the second verse since we already learned the first verse and they're exactly the same. But for the second chorus, on the last line, instead of ending on a G, we're going to end on a C and then go to a D 3 times as he kind of drags out the last line of the chorus on what kind of man do you need. And on the final D, you'll be into an instrumental section and you will go from the final D to an E minor to a D before going to the final chorus. So let's start the last line of that last chorus and show you how this section with the instrumental is going to sound right before the final chorus. Forget the man I am. What kind of man do you need? 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 All right, coming out of the instrumental section, we'll play the final chorus, but instead of playing the C, the D, and the G and the C on the first 2 lines, we're just going to play C to a D twice with single strums, and then the chorus will kick in like normal with normal chords. Except the final chord on the chorus will not be a G again. This time it's actually going to be an E minor. And then to a D, and a repeat of the final chorus line playing C, D, G. And from there, you're just going to keep on playing G, D, C, D over and over as the singing continues and goes until the end. So let's come out of the instrumental section, the D, the E minor D, and go into the final chorus and play the outro. I've been running so dang long, there ain't a woman who could settle me down. Wilder than a bat out of hell, off the rails and blazing through town. Then you walking, floating on air, and look across the room at me. Forget the man I am. What kind of man do you need? Forget the man I am. What kind of man do you need? What kind of man do you need? What kind of man do you need? Guys, I hope you enjoyed that fun, easy lesson. And every once in a while, I like to put up a lot of modern stuff. But that's all I have for you guys right now. I did put up Wagon Wheel up here as I promised. But guys, if you guys have any requests, don't forget to do so. And share, like, and subscribe. God bless, take care. And don't forget, practice what you have to so you can play what you want to. And I will see you on the next video.